Welcome inside the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Boys basketball tonight on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley, getting ready for DC Everest against Eau Claire Memorial. These teams play each other once every year, and they've got some great history between them. Who remembers a decade ago the 3-overtime state playoff game? Eau Claire Memorial tied them at the buzzer. Evergreens tied the game to send it to a second overtime. Evergreens were trying to win that game with a late three, which was blocked away, preserving an Eau Claire Memorial victory. Eau Claire Memorial has not been as successful this season. They come in with a 5-9 record. Evergreens with a flashy 12-2 mark. Yet I've got a feeling this game is going to be a tight one tonight. Eau Claire Memorial brings some height to the party. I think how they do inside and how they do on the glass will determine the Old Abe's success. The Old Abe's this year, kind of a younger team, not as many seniors, and have not been as good an outside shooting team as they have been in the past. The Evergreens have 3 games that matter left on their schedule as we come towards the end of January and look ahead to February. They've got a home game here against first place Marshfield. That'll be huge, and the Fieldhouse will be rocking for that. And they have 2 matchups against Smash, the other team that's in the Wisconsin Valley Conference conversation. Our pregame is brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, also on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. So on a cold Tuesday night in late January, the Old Abe's on the bus for about an hour and 15 minutes to get over here. They've got a few of their fans across the far way. The Evergreens, nothing builds a crowd like success. Winning 12 of your 14 games gives us a big crowd of Everest supporters just below our Zaleski Sports cameras. We'll meet the starting lineups, we'll have our national anthem, and then we'll be underway. Tuesday night, boys high school basketball awaits on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Welcome back. Here's a matchup to look at. How does Vander Truax, the Evergreens junior, do? He's the one big that the Evergreens have. Comes in at 6'3". Eau Claire Memorial's got a couple of kids that are 6'2", 6'3". They can have a taller lineup all the way across their front line. And does that make tonight a little more difficult of an effort for Vander Truax as the Evergreens look to hold their own on the boards tonight? Yeah, the Evergreens have accomplished more this season, so check there. I just think Eau Claire Memorial, the Old Abe's, may present some matchup problems for the Evergreens tonight. Let's see how the game unfolds. Evergreens are in their home white with green numerals. Old Abe's come in black, white and purple trim. We know over the last few seasons, the Zaleski Sports family has made a whole new group of friends in the Eau Claire area. So if you didn't make the trip across on Highway 29 and you're watching on our Zaleski Sports channel, welcome. We're glad you're with us. For Everest fans who maybe haven't made the trip over to Eau Claire Memorial, that's kind of a neat gymnasium. Fun environment. Got the balcony over there, and everyone seems to be right on top of you when you go over to Eau Claire. Boy, when I would do the games on the radio there, we'd call the games from courtside, a really nice atmosphere. The Everest Fieldhouse is a little more spread out. Crowd is not quite on top of you, and if you're the Old Abe's with kind of a smaller fan contingent, you've got to create some of your own energy tonight. Crowd at the Everest Fieldhouse will get the sportsmanship announcement, then our national anthem will be underway shortly. here on this Zaleski Sports Channel. We'll see the Everest boys later this week. We've got Thursday and Friday games, girls and boys basketball against Wausau West. I believe it's the girls' game on Thursday and then the boys on Friday. Not played as a doubleheader this year against the Warriors. So crosstown rivalry game. The field house will be full on Thursday and Friday nights. Again, if you're the Evergreens, you want to keep playing well. You don't want to look past some of the games where you've just accomplished more during the season than your opponent. I mean, the Evergreens know their matchups against Smash and Marshfield will be huge. Don't want to drop one that you're supposed to win between now and then. Now let's go down to courtside for the Star-Spangled Banner. All right, let's get our starting fives out on the floor. We'll be underway in just a moment.
First of all,
for the Old A's, Caleb Johnson, a senior. A junior, Andrew Hudson. Caleb Mosner, a senior. Lucas Locken is a sophomore. And Ian Bauer completes the lineup for Eau Claire Memorial. 14 games played, 5 wins. For the homestanding Evergreens, Lucas Honor in the tennis ball yellow basketball shoes. Honor has been hot lately. There's Ransom Dickerson coming out for the Evergreens. Senior Xavier Edwards. Senior Cade Felch. And there's the Evergreens post player, junior Vander Truax. Big Rivers Conference team, that's Memorial, against a Wisconsin Valley Conference team. That will be the Evergreens. Caleb Johnson for the Old A's already in the center circle. He's ready to go. Vander Truax is going to jump center, and Truax will have a height advantage here. See if we've got everyone turned around in the right direction. Whistle sounds. Tuesday night high school basketball is underway on Zaleski Sports. Evergreens control the opening tap. Cade Felch. Felch drives in, got his man up in the air, scores at the rim. Felch on the drive. Evergreens 2 points on their first possession. 3 ball from the wing high, arcing. It's good. Thomas Locken. So both teams hit on their first time down the court. Truax, spin move, gets inside, contested, scores anyway. Vander Truax got to the low post, came away with points. So both teams open up hot. High, challenging 2 defenders, a miss at the rim. Too strong for Ian Bauer, tipped all the way out. Locken retrieves it for the Old A's. They'll reset, get another look against man-to-man defense. From the wing that came over to Caleb Johnson, he traveled. Dragged that back foot as he faked the 3 and then started moving towards the basket. Evergreens with an early lead and possession. Just underway, a minute in. Truax got a pick, rolls it back out. Xavier Edwards kicks it back out to Honor. Honor picked up his dribble, don't want to do that. Gives it back out to Cade Felch. Honor over the top to Truax, double team there, reach in foul coming up against Eau Claire Memorial. Non-shooting. Lucas Locken is whistled. Evergreens will, wow, they're going to say that Truax was in the act of shooting. I didn't see that. Truax awarded 2 free throws. First is good. Truax, for a big guy, solid at the foul line. Jinxed him, so he leaves the second one too long off the back of the rim. Three ball, open for it. Mosner too strong. Xavier Edwards with the rebound. Evergreens in the early going, doing fine on the boards. At a quick step to the rim, everything but the finish for Luke Honor. From the baseline, open 3, round and out. Too strong for Andrew Hudson. Evergreens in transition, score at the other end. Luke Honor scores. Old Abe's need to do a better job getting back on defense. Three ball again from the wing, outside, round and out. Old Abe's have missed their last 3. Ransom Dickerson gets the rebound, so it's a one-and-done trip. Truax kicks it back out. Honor open for the 3 ball, missed everything. The miss was so bad it turned out to be good. Landed right in the arms of Ransom Dickerson, who scores on the putback. If the Old Abe's don't score here, they're going to want a timeout the next time they get possession. On the switch, thinking about that 3 was Caleb Mosner. 3 ball flies from Caleb Johnson, too strong. They missed their last 4 from behind the arc. Tip out, 3 ball, that one's good. Ian Bauer hits. Evergreens down low. Ransom Dickerson is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Evergreens go to the Serve Pro free throw line, the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Caleb Johnson draws the foul. His first, team's second. And Ransom Dickerson's shot is true. Ransom's got them both. Basketball tonight brought to you by Design Theory 19. Ian Bauer off the backboard. Are you kidding me? Design Theory 19. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Downtown Wausau or online, designtheory19.com. Design Theory 19, where dreams become design. Reach in foul is going to be called here against Andrew Hudson. That'll be the 3rd on the Old Abe's. 3 new ballers come in for the Old A's. Mason McCarthy, Abbott Jepson, and let's see, who's the third player who just came in? That's Caleb Onatsuni. Reach-in foul against the Old A's again. Olatsunje just came in. We'll get his name right. Give us a moment. Evergreen's driving to the basket. Luke Honor scores. Old Abe's have 9 points. Another 3-ball. That one's short. Up goes Cade Felch to gather in the miss. Xavier Edwards, spin move, and down it goes. Pretty for Xavier Edwards on the drive. Old Abe's right now, I think, got to tighten up the defense. Evergreens are feasting inside, and we thought that would be a challenge tonight in our pregame show. Stripped, out of bounds. It's off the Evergreens' Ransom Dickerson. Scherer Construction has an office in Wausau. Scherer Construction offering commercial and custom home expertise throughout Wisconsin. Check out their beautiful work online, schererconstruction.com. Timeout on the floor. Evergreens have an early 6-point lead. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
We're back at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Old Abe's have the ball out of the timeout along their own baseline. Evergreens have not subbed so far in this game, but they did during the timeout. Sam Dasso is in, Luke Honor is out. Open for a 3, high, arcing, good. Lucas Locken hits his second 3. All points from behind the arc tonight for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. Ransom Dickerson, entry pass to Truax. Draws the double team, gets it back out. Dickerson dribbles once and scores. Old Abe so far have struggled to get stops on the defensive end. Back out, another open 3-ball look that's off the back bracket. Locken left it a little long. Cade Felch gets the rebound for Everest. Sam Dasso off the bench, just got a touch. Caleb Felch, spin move, scores. Cade Felch. Felch is the best 3-point shooter on the Everest team. He's got 2 baskets, both of them on drives to the rim. Quick release 3, too strong for Ian Bauer. Felch splits defenders again, kicks it back out. To the corner, Dasso is open, too strong. Missed that by a mile. From the baseline, 3 is good. Lucas Locken has just hit his third 3. 5 threes from all behind the circle for the Old Abe's. Xavier Edwards splitting defenders with the left hand. Xavier finishes at the rim. Along the baseline, Truax commits the foul while he was trying to finesse Ian Bauer along the baseline. First foul on the Evergreens tonight. Wow, what's that? They're saying that he went out of bounds? Ball over to Everest. Stepped on the end line, I guess. Truax on the other end, high off the glass, down it goes. Vander Truax has 5. Evergreen's lead bumps up to 8. Fast-moving first half, 11 minutes to go till halftime. Driving in, fading backwards, Mason McCarthy. Off the bench, left it short. Xavier Edwards again, extra pass underneath. Got a whistle. They're going to say that the Evergreens player, that Luke Honor received that ball, was his foot on the baseline. Foundation Finance says start a job making the money you need. Flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and benefits that start from day one. FoundationFinance.com. Ian Bauer misses everything. The ball goes out of bounds. Evergreens can stretch this out to a double-digit lead with points this time down the floor. Xavier Edwards looks to drive, makes an extra pass, back out. Honor hangs at the rim, short. Tarjan Talasak with the rebound. 3 from the corner. That's too strong for Caleb Anjatuni. Evergreens were trapped in the corner for a moment. Got it over to Truax. Moving without the ball and driving to the basket is Cade Felch. 10-point lead for the Evergreens. Caleb Johnson, a starter for the Old Aves, will come back in on the next stoppage. Open 3, travel. Olatunji shuffled his feet before getting all squared up for the 3. Caleb Johnson is back in. Caleb Mosner is back in. So 2 starters for the Old Aves back on the floor. Xavier Edwards, high dribble to the rim, just rolls off. Almost a 3-point try. Instead, free throws are coming up here for Xavier Edwards. Caleb Mosner just came back into the game and committed the foul. His first, team's 5th. Xavier Edwards makes his first from the foul line. He now has 5. Talasak and McCarthy both come out for the Old Aves. Andrew Hudson is back in. And Ethan Palachek comes back in. The Old Aves are going 7 deep on their bench. 3 ball, missing everything. Hudson off the bench. Long rebound. Xavier Edwards gets it ahead to Luke Honor. Old Aves got back on defense. 9 minutes to go till halftime. Truax on the dribble, too strong, missed it. From the wing, 3 ball in transition, no good. Feet weren't set. Ball's loose, comes back out to the Old Aves. Trying the 3 again, that one's good. Caleb Mosner missed the first, got the second. Tipped into the backcourt. Evergreens recover. Honor along the baseline to Truax in the corner. Felch, 3 ball, too strong. Ball's out of bounds off Luke Honor. Lucky he wasn't whistled for a foul with some contact there on that long rebound. Rotographic Printing says when it comes to printing materials, sales, and marketing tools, company supplies, Wausau turns to Rotographic Printing. Find what you need to help your business stand out with Rotographic Printing, 80th Avenue, Wausau. Three ball from the wing. That's good. Caleb Mosner. Seven threes accounting for all of the Old Abe scoring. Truax to the rim, up and in. Yeah, the Evergreens, when they have the ball, just seem faster off the dribble than the Old Abes. That's got to tighten up. Forcing that down at the rim, Bauer too strong. Truax gets the rebound. Cade Felch off the dribble, hangs too strong, kind of a funny angle. Truax, offensive rebound. Vander Truax on mop-up duty. He's now got 9. Second time that the Evergreens have bumped this lead up to 10 points. Got a timeout on the floor. Back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Tuesday boys high school basketball. We're at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Old Abes have the ball after the timeout. Evergreens will pick them up half court, man-to-man defense. Kind of a funny look for Ian Bauer. Left sock is way up high. Right sock is not. Following his miss is Lucas Locken. Locken tracked it down. Back out, thinking about another three ball. Bauer again. Yeah, Bauer's wearing a Macy-Ducey tonight. Muscling inside, Caleb Johnson scores. 6.5 to go in a fast-moving first half. Evergreens put Sam Dasso back in. Evergreens have only gone 6 deep so far. Back out to Dasso. Open for a three. Good. It's the Evergreens' first three of the night. Three ball here. That one's contested, and it goes down anyway for Ian Bauer. Bauer's just hit his third from behind the arc. So the teams trade threes in an 8-point game. Honor had the ball stripped. Now they're going to say jump ball. And the arrow points to the Old Abes. Both teams have been careful with the ball tonight. Only 3 turnovers for the Old Abes and 2 for the Evergreens. Caleb Johnson comes out. Mason McCarthy's back in for the Old Abes. Looking to inch a little closer, this time down the floor. Thinking about the three was Lucas Locken, tipped away from behind Xavier Edwards, and he's the only one down at the other end. Xavier Edwards lays it in. Points off the turnover. X now has 7 for Everest. Along the baseline, contested at the rim, nothing doing for Ian Bauer. Evergreens in transition again, that's a travel. Sam Dasso got the ball on the run. He kept running when he had to put the ball on the floor. Looked like he was setting up for the Olympic triple jump there. France Propane is your locally owned complete service propane company serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Lucas Locken has just hit his 4th 3 of the first half. So the Old Abes are getting just enough done from long range to stay close in this game. Down at the feet of Cade Felch on the overplay, back down low. Good ball movement. Luke Honor scores on the low blocks. 4.5 to go until halftime. Evergreens have not trailed in this first half. From the baseline, 3, that's good. Mason McCarthy gets into the act. 10 threes in the first half for the Old Abes. Pass down low, Ransom Dickerson, he absorbs some contact, no whistle, but he scores. Ransom has 8 for the Evergreens. Mason McCarthy hit his last, steps in and misses the 2. An easier, closer shot, and he left it short. Sam Dasso with the rebound for the Evergreens. Pass along the baseline while cutting to the rim was Mason Dickerson. Ransom Dickerson, beg your pardon. Eau Claire Memorial wants a timeout. They'll have the ball and they trail by 8 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
A lot of points up on the board in the first half. Evergreens could get close to 50 by halftime. I remember from my college days at Syracuse University what would happen when the Orange would score 100 points in a game? Free fries at the Golden Arches. Extra pass down low, that's a kick, and the ball will stay with Eau Claire Memorial. Valley Communities Credit Union says for 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union's been a part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured, NCUA. 3 ball there. Down it goes. McCarthy hits his second 3 of the first half. Xavier Edwards bumps, splits defenders, extra pass. Ransom Dickerson is stripped as he goes up. Free throws are coming up. It's going to be the 6th team foul against Memorial. Caleb Johnson picks up his 2nd personal foul. So this is a shooting foul. The Evergreens will be in the bonus for the final 2:54. Johnson, not wanting to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime, will come out. Caleb Messner comes back in for the Old Abes. 1 out of 2, and the rebound to Andrew Hudson. Xavier Edwards works down low. Truax. A flop underneath, and Truax misses it. Ian Bauer was hoping for a push-off. Everest lead is only 6. Memorial could get closer by halftime. Spin move in the lane from Mason McCarthy, who now has 8 points. 4-point game. Luke Honors stops, almost taken away on a bad pass. Evergreens will keep it right in front of the Old Aves bench. Xavier Edwards drives again, hangs, came in kind of strong and scored anyway. Xavier's got 9. Under 2 to play in the first half. Open for a 3. This could cut the lead in half. Too strong. Lucas Locken. Evergreens have owned the boards in this game. Like every miss, the Evergreens seem to mop up. Left-hand drive. Cade Felch scores. Balanced scoring sheet for the Evergreens. Felch now has 8. And the lead is back up to 8. Long 2. Round and out. Tipped around Vander Truax. Gets the Andrew Hudson miss. Truax down low, couple of dribbles and scores. Truax to double figures with 11. Just like that, it's a 10-point lead again. A minute to go until halftime. Evergreens will take a lead into the locker room. The question is by how much? Along the baseline, that's blocked by Truax. Truax says no to Ian Bauer. In a fast-paced up-and-down game, do the Evergreens hold for a final shot here? 40 seconds on the game clock. Truax spinning, kicks out, he traveled. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home is committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. Evergreens have had only 1 foul called against them in the first half. Luke Honor will come out. Sam Dasso is in. Baseline 3. That's good. Caleb Mosner. "20 seconds and counting down to the first half end. Evergreens will keep this out. Up high to Truax. Now down to 6, 5, 4. On the drive, too strong. Put back no good and stripped away. From half court, this would count if it goes, and it rims out. Well, this game's going to be decided in the second half. The Evergreens lead 47-40 at intermission. A hail of 3-pointers coming down from Eau Claire Memorial. Eau Claire Memorial has struggled to get stops in the first half. Evergreens have done their best work inside. Eau Claire Memorial's been killing them from the outside. Here at the DC Everest Fieldhouse, one of the best dance teams in the state, DC Everest Dance, will entertain. We'll be back with our first half stats. Halftime is brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care to the greater Wausau area. If you've been benched by aches and pains, Innovative Health will get you back in the game with the right adjustments to help you feel better so you can live better. Everest by 7 at halftime on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care. your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
For the
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
It is halftime, 47-40. DC Everest has not trailed in this game. Biggest lead has been 11. They've had it back up to 10 twice. Outside shooting has kept Eau Claire Memorial in this game. How many threes for the Old Abes? 12 in the first half. Led by Lucas Locken, who's got 12. 9 for Caleb Mosner. 9 for Ian Bauer. 8 for Mason McCarthy and 2 for Caleb Johnson. Old Abes did not attempt a free throw in the first half. Balanced scoring for the Evergreens, led by Vander Truax. Truax with 11. Xavier Edwards and Ransom Dickerson, 9 each. Cade Felch with 8. 6 for Luke Honor. And 3 for Sam Dasso. Evergreens are 6 for 9 from the foul line. They have only 1 3 in the first half. And both teams have turned the ball over 5 times in half number 1. Again, here are my questions for the second half. Going to talk about halftime adjustments. Can the Old Abes continue to keep themselves in this game with nothing but outside shooting? All of their points coming from behind the arc. The Old Abes have only 2 points from inside the circle. So if they cool off, they're not going to come back and win this ball game. The Old Abes also need some defensive stops. The Evergreens have been the faster team off the dribble, and the Evergreens have gotten most of their points off of drives to the basket. So those are our halftime adjustments, brought to you by Innovative Health. See which team can make those adjustments in the second half. They'll be out of the locker room for the second half shoot-around in just a moment. DC Everest leads by 7, and the Evergreens will have the ball to start the second half when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mittens is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
The Evergreens have not gone deep at all in this game. In fact, they've used only 6 players. From time to time, Sam Dasso has swapped in for starter Luke Honor. Dasso's been the only guy on the Everest bench who's gotten in. Eau Claire Memorial has gone 8 deep in the first half, and the Old Abes are making their way out of the locker room first to begin the shoot-around. Evergreens are bidding tonight for a 13th win this season. Evergreens losses, one of them in conference to Marshfield, and they opened up the season with a loss over at the Wausau East season opening showcase to a really good Superior team. Eau Claire Memorial, 5-9 on the year. Usually the Old Abes are better than that. You know, I'm just looking at the Old Abes in the shoot-around just for what it's worth. Every shot that's been taken in the shoot-around from behind the arc has been a miss. So maybe they're saving it for the game. We'll see. Or maybe the change in direction, moving from right to left, maybe that makes a difference tonight. Who knows? I mean, for the Evergreens, do you want to make defensive adjustments? Do you want to contest more of these three-point shots? Or do you want to keep the Old Abes shut off inside? I mean, the Old Abes have no points in the paint in the first half. So do you stay with your regular defensive alignment and just hope that they cool off from long distance? Well, that's why the coaches get the big bucks, right? Again, the Evergreens come out of their locker room super late and will not shoot around. They go straight to their bench. Boys play again on Friday, right here against Wausau West. If you can't come out to the field house, watch it all on Zaleski Sports. The boys' game is Thursday. The girls play on Friday. Thank you. Lots of help available here at our Zaleski Sports broadcast table. So the boys get 48 hours off after tonight before they lace them up again. Coming out onto the floor, Evergreen stick with their regular 5. Luke Honor, Ransom Dickerson, Xavier Edwards, Cade Felch, and Vander Truax. All of the 5 starters are in the scorers column. Caleb Johnson, Andrew Hudson, Caleb Mosner, Lucas Locken, and Ian Bauer for Memorial to start the second half. Whistle sounds and play is in. We're brought to you by Bruce Orthodontics, comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages and accepting new patients at their Marshfield office. They accept most insurance. Bruce Orthodontics, changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Evergreen score on their opening possession. Driving along the baseline, a bump, and that's a late whistle. The foul's going to be on Xavier Edwards, making contact with Caleb Johnson. Xavier's first, team's first. Wow, they're going to say Caleb Johnson was in the act of shooting. First free throws of the night for the Old Abes. Johnson got them both. 7-point lead at halftime, 7-point lead for the Evergreens now, a minute in. Truax drives again, got his man up in the air, but turned it over. Truax is the taller, stronger kid. I think you would have liked him to go right to the rim there. Travel. Caleb Johnson turns it over. Xavier Edwards thought about splitting defenders, spins, hangs, and rolls around no good. Xavier gets his own rebound. He's fouled and it scores. Chance for a three-point play for Xavier Edwards. Edwards gets to double digits with his 10th and 11th point, and one more try coming up at the free throw line. Foul by Ian Bauer. Free throw is good. 10-point lead for Everest. Back out for a three. Johnson too strong. Ransom Dickerson uses the wingspan to get the rebound. Pass ahead to Vander Truax. Goes back out. Felch, spin move through the lane. He's fouled. Felch left it short, but the whistle bails him out. An Old Abe starter, Caleb Johnson, has just picked up his third. He stays on the floor at least for now. Felch's free throw is good, and Johnson will come out now. Mason McCarthy comes back in for the Old Abes. Felch gets them both, and this 12-point lead is now the biggest for the Evergreens tonight. Splitting defenders to the rim, one of the few drives to the basket all night for the Old Abes. Ian Bauer scores. Bauer's got 11. Honor, here's Truax. Baseline, spins, goes back out. Felch got his man up in the air, drives, left hand, finish for Cade Felch. Felch now has 12. Tough shot along the baseline, too strong for Bauer. Evergreens in transition, 3-on-2 if they hurry. No look to the corner, three ball short for Felch. Abbott Jempson's in the game, just got the rebound for the Old Abes. Baseline three, too strong. Mason McCarthy had 2 threes in the first half. Nothing doing there. Xavier Edwards gave up the ball. Felch back out. 3 is open for Ransom Dickerson. Good! Evergreens are widening this lead right now. Evergreens now by 15. The Old Abes do not want a timeout here. Behind the back, McCarthy is cut off, spins, tough look, no good. Xavier Edwards gets the board. Evergreens have been really good on the defensive glass tonight. Very few second looks for Memorial. Felch to the rim, hangs too strong. Offensive rebound, Dickerson put back, thought he was fouled, got his hand out saying, where's the whistle? Not to be had. 3 ball, stop, pop, no good. Lucas Locken. Locken had 4 threes in the first half, not that time. Xavier Edwards with the dribble, left the ball behind, picks it up. Evergreens want a timeout. Evergreens up by 7 at halftime. They're up by 15 now. They'll have the ball when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
The Evergreens have opened up the second half on a 12-4 run. Now there's a lot of basketball left. Got 14-17 to go until final horn. So that's an eternity. But if I'm Memorial, I don't want to fall further behind. Caleb Johnson with the 3 fouls stays on the bench. Ransom Dickerson was open for a moment but decided not to take the 3. Cade Felch tries it from the other side. Round and out. Halfway down but didn't go through. Andrew Hudson secured the rebound. What's different in this second half? No threes so far for the Old Abes. Big contrast from the first half to the second. Back out and passing up on the 3 was Caleb Otajuni and turns it over. Evergreens Ransom Dickerson to the rim, just got it over the lip and down it goes. 3 ball there, no good. Ransom's now got 15 for the night. Xavier Edwards, solid. 3 ball, Ransom looking for more, good! Evergreens are blowing them out now. The Everest lead quickly swells to 20. Splitting, tough shot. Ian Bauer, no good. Cade Felch gets the rebound. Old Abe's not back on defense. And Ransom Dickerson makes him pay. Ransom's now high man in the game. He's got 19. A reach-in, jump ball. Cade Felch tied it up, and the arrow will point to Memorial. Luke Honor comes out. Sam Dasso comes in for the Evergreens. Basketball is brought to you by Brickners of Wausau, proudly serving Wausau and the surrounding community since 1945. Brickners of Wausau. Abbott Jepson, quick release 3 from the corner. That didn't go down either. Caleb Mosner misfires. Ransom Dickerson along the baseline. Cut off, goes back out to Xavier Edwards. Cross court, Felch open for a three. Down it goes. The route is on. Three ball needing an answer, too strong. Ian Bauer is cold. Got a loose ball foul against Memorial. Caleb Messner is called for his second foul. It's the team's third. Under 12 to go in the game. Truax kicks it back out. Ransom Dickerson's open. He's human after all. Missed that one. Truax couldn't squeeze it. Goes out of bounds to the Old A's. Schwartz's Seamless Roofing says, does your roof need attention? Call Schwartz's Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. Your hail damage experts. They serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. Only 4 points in the second half so far for the Old A's, none of them from behind the arc. Trying to change that here. Short for Caleb Mosner. Loose ball foul. Looks like this is on the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards has just picked up his second foul. Team's second. First free throw is good for Caleb Atajuni, his first points of the night. Got them both. It's a comfortable 18-point lead still for the Evergreens after the free throws. Xavier Edwards on the clear out and the finish with the left hand. Evergreens have been super efficient in the second half as they've been widening this lead. Three ball again, another miss. Nothing's going down for Ian Bauer like there's a lid on it on that rim down to our left. Felch drives, he's fouled, and he scores. Cade Felch got the continuation. It'll go to the free throw line looking to complete a three-point play. Caleb Mosner's just picked up his third foul, fourth on the team. Caleb Johnson comes back in, one of the starters. He's back in with 3 fouls and 4 points. Felch misses that one. Kind of a loose ball foul on the Evergreens. Evergreens have Xavier Marcelonis in the game, and Xavier committed the foul. So now the Evergreens have finally gone 7 deep. Open three, no good. Memorial is 0 for 7 from behind the arc. Coming up the court, got a reach-in foul as Xavier Edwards was advancing the ball. Caleb Atajuni picks up his second, team's 5th. If this game stays as a blowout, hopefully we won't have a parade to the free throw line down the stretch. Luke Honor. Xavier Edwards directs some traffic. Baseline three for Felch, it's good. Felch has 10 in the second half and 18 overall. Open for a three that's kind of flung towards the basket and a miss. Evergreens try and get that all the way down to Luke Honor. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Evergreens. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. Count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Sam Dasso is out. Truax in the corner. Goes back to Cade Felch. I don't think Xavier Edwards has had a break in this game. I think Xavier's been on the floor from opening whistle to right now. Truax spins, goes back out. Felch spin move, no finish. Second chance, put back, no good. Felch gets another rebound. 1, 2, 3 tries. And Cade Felch scores. Boy, once the three ball's been missing, Felch with the left hand scores again. Once the three ball's been missing, it's just been a struggle. Three ball there, that one's good. Finally, one that's good for Caleb Johnson. The first three of the second half for Eau Claire Memorial. Not back on defense again, and Luke Honors scores. The Everest lead now at 33. Straight on three, that one's no good. Xavier Edwards gets the rebound off the Lucas Locken miss. Memorial's 1 for 10 from behind the arc. Marcelionis gives it back out. Honor, three ball off the back bracket, no good. Abbott Jepson gets the rebound for the Old Abes. A step back three, and it's good. Caleb Mosner, that ball had some spin on it. Mosner's got 4 threes for the night. 12 points. Truax, too strong, battles for the rebound. It's loose, jump ball to the Evergreens. Ransom Dickerson will come back in. Ethan Palachek. Comes back in for the Old Abes. 7-point lead at halftime, up by 30 now. Ransom Dickerson too strong. Ransom, though, is fouled and will get to the free throw line. Dickerson, Cade Felch played well for the Evergreens tonight. Palachek is called for the foul. Evergreens will be in the bonus for the rest of the night. Ransom is 4 or 5 from the foul line tonight. $14 points in the second half for Ransom. Puts him at 23 for the evening. Spinning underneath, too strong. A rare offensive rebound for Eau Claire Memorial, and they score. Trajan Talachek scores. Still a 30-point lead, 7.5 to go. Ransom Dickerson is fouled. That's going to be the 4th on Caleb Johnson. Although the Everest lead has gotten so big it doesn't matter here. 1-1 coming up for the Evergreens. Evergreens just turned on a switch in the second half. It's live on a miss, and it's a make. Left that one short. Ball is loose, and Vander Truax tracks down the offensive rebound. Another look at the basket. Dickerson drives and scores. And we've got Ransom coming back next year for his senior year. What's that going to look like? Turned over. Evergreens trying to get a little too cute by half there. And Ransom Dickerson kind of had his feet rolled out from under him. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards comes out. He may be done for the night. All the way up high to Cade Felch. Under 7 to go in this one. And suddenly this game has become non-competitive. Felch tried to fit that into a tight spot. Only the Evergreen 7th turnover of the game. Open for a 3. Palachek. Good. Yeah, after 12 threes in the first half, only 2 in the second half for the Old A's. Well, why not? Pop another one, back to back. Ethan's hit from deep, last 2 times down the floor. Six minutes to go, the lead's at 27. It's been as big as 30. Xavier Edwards is coming back in. You know what? The Eau Claire Memorial bench is going to roll their eyes as the Evergreens going to put a starter back in. Felch left that short. Three ball, too strong. Truax stripped of the rebound by Ben Strahler. Eau Claire Memorial hits. Turned over. It's a little sloppy now. Falling out along the baseline. Evergreens take the ball back. Five minutes to go. And Cade Felch lost the handle. Ball is turned over. Xavier Edwards comes back in, and so does Sam Dasso. Marcel Leonis and Luke Honor come out for the Evergreens. Express Employment says get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Three ball there is a miss. Felch gathers in the rebound. Axis Insurance says for all of your personal, business, and auto and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent at Axis Insurance. Learn more at axisinsurance.net. Axis Insurance, their business revolves around you. Going to have an offensive foul there. They're going to say that Vander Truax had the elbow out and gets whistled for it. Infinity Exteriors brings you tonight's game, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Infinity Exteriors guarantees quality you can trust. Most of Memorial starters are out. Trajan Talasek on the drive scores. Dasso over to Xavier Edwards. Edwards spins, cut off, fades backwards. That's an impossible shot and left it short. Vander Truax rebound, scores. Truax is up to 15 tonight. Join the team at Domtar Paper in Rothschild, proud to support our local area high school athletes. Domtar Paper Mill, North Grand Avenue in Rothschild. Evergreens will bring in 5 new players on the next stoppage. So the Everest starters will be done the next time the ball goes out of bounds. Three ball, no good. Truax gets what will be his final rebound of the night. Truax just kind of extended his arm there, wanted to push that Eau Claire Memorial player out of his way. Would have been a technical if he made contact. Under 3 minutes to go in this one. Let's see if we can keep it from getting chippy or getting sloppy. Evergreens are going to call a timeout. That will allow them to make their substitutions. Why don't we take a final break? Back in a moment as the Evergreens will record their 13th win tonight. Actually, we'll keep it right here. Evergreens only wanted a 30-second timeout to get their new players in. Here's Caden English, Carter Strahota, Will Soberg, Ben Gartsky, and who am I missing? Xavier Marcelionis. 5 new ones on the floor for the Evergreens to close this one out. Three ball. Too strong from Soberg. Just waiting to determine the final score with 2.5 to go in this one. Miss at the rim, ball's loose. Old Abe's get it back. 3 ball there, that's good. Ethan Palachek has 3 threes in the second half. Three ball here, that's good. Will Schoberg hits the 3. .92's a lot of points for a high school game. Off the miss, Schoberg's into the front court. Cross court, drive to the basket, swatted away from behind. Carter Strahota was rejected there. Baseline 3, too strong for Ben Strayer. Tracked down in the corner. Final minute. Going to have a reach-in foul on Ben Gartsky. Thankfully, the Evergreens have fouls to give. No free throws here. Everest has had only 6 fouls whistled against them for the entire game. 1 in the first half, 5 more in the second half. Double teamed along the baseline, almost turned over. 3 ball, good. Down it goes for Ben Strayer. Ben's first points of the night. Evergreens will just dribble it out and take their victory. Final score tonight, 92-71. And you know what? The game in the second half was even more lopsided than that. We're sponsored tonight by J&D Tube Benders. Founded in 1968, they've been in the Felch family ever since, a locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jdtubebending.com. Ransom Dickerson and Cade Felch lead the Evergreens to victory tonight. 13-2, and they'll play Wausau West in conference coming up on Thursday here at the Fieldhouse. Eau Claire Memorial falls to 5-10 for the season. Join us next for the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. Evergreens used a 12-4 run to open up the second half to separate from the Old Abes, and they are winners tonight. Final score is 92-71. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. Post-game show is next from the DC Everest Fieldhouse.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Concessions. It's the Merrill Steel postgame show. The Evergreens are 92-71 winners over Eau Claire Memorial. Coach, the team was so efficient in the early stages of the second half. That was a great stretch of basketball.
Yeah, I thought we had. I thought we played pretty well offensively in the first half, but I thought we needed to tighten some things up defensively. And for that first part of the second half, I thought we did do a pretty good job of it. And then our offensive efficiency stayed up with what we had showed in the first half. So that was then where we were able to kind of stretch out the game a little bit. But yeah, kudos to the guys for making the halftime adjustments and then finishing well.
That was kind of a halftime decision. Eau Claire rained down 12 three-pointers on you in the first half, not as many in the second. Did you say, hey, we got to come out and contest those shots?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I thought our closeouts could have been better. We were closing out with hands low a little bit and just letting guys be comfortable and play like they're shooting out of the gun. One of the things that we had talked about was trying to crowd space and not let them get easy catch-and-shoot threes, because in the first half, they had 36 points on threes and 40 for the full first half. So talking about getting into their space, trying to take them out of their comfort zone, and then certainly in the second half, I thought we did crowd the shooters a little bit better, and water then found its level a little bit.
Coach, how do you keep the team focused? Obviously, there are huge games ahead. Marshfield, 2 against Stevens Point, and you don't want to drop a game that you should have in the win column between now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's trying to come with the intensity and focus every single day in practice. We try and make everything competitive and really try and force the guys to compete day in and day out, so that it's a skill that then they're bringing every single day, and it's not something that then we're going to turn on and off, especially when the games come around. But yeah, there is a big stretch of games coming up. We've got some big goals that we're still chasing after, and just reminding the players and having each of them hold each other accountable to chase those is really what we've been trying to do.
Evergreens win by 21 tonight. Coach, thank you. Enjoy the win tonight.
Thank you.
Evergreens led by Cade Felch, 24, and Ransom Dickerson, 23, who joined us here on the Merrill Steel postgame show. Cade, it looked to me like the team could drive to the basket almost at will. You guys were faster than their defense off the dribble tonight.
Yeah, I think it's just taking what the defense gives us. We knew that they were going to give us a lot of ball pressure, get up in our space, so we know that we're good enough players where if we rip, we can get downhill and get to our spots.
Ransom, what's the difference in the second half? This was a 7-point game at halftime, and it ballooned up to 30 in the second half.
Yeah, they shot outstanding from three. In the first half, they're like 12 for 20 or something, so we had to come out, get a hand up, and then it starts with defense and it goes to offense, so we got some buckets.
The final score is 92-71, and to be honest with you, the game wasn't even that close. The Evergreens get their 13th win of the season tonight over Eau Claire Memorial. That's our Merrill Steel postgame show. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us tonight on Zaleski Sports.
My name is Ransom Dickerson.
My name's Cade Felch, and we're in the house. I'd like to give a shout out to the hot dog. Great concession committee.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.